eFamily, what is up? Welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new to the channel, please make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Big shout out to every single one of you guys for being here once again. I'm truly blessed that you guys are taking some time to check out some videos with me today. Today we're going to be checking out BTS Army documentary, You Never Walk Alone Part 1. There's a two-part series, but we're going to check out the first part tonight, and then the next part we'll go ahead and see when we do it. But I'm excited to see this. I was asking you guys for testimonies and just, what is the reason or why BTS has changed your life. Obviously, I've said my personal one multiple times. I've even clipped it and everything, so you guys obviously know my story. But I'm excited to see this video because it gives me an understanding of other armies perspective, you know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and check it out. Let's go.
I was being bullied a lot in school because of my weight, so BTS helped me kind of get through all the hard times and stuff. 2016 especially, because I self-harmed a lot. And We Are Bulletproof, the Eternal, Hobie's line always gets, I'm gonna cry.
Fuck.
I was being bullied a lot in school because of my weight, so BTS helped me kind of get through all the hard times and stuff. 2016 especially, because I self-harmed a lot.
Damn.
And We Are Bulletproof, the Eternal, Hobie's line always gets, I'm gonna cry. Thank you. Sorry. 우린 호기롭게 shout 던져봐 세상 거쳐 sound Don't wanna die but so much pain Too much crime 속 묻어지는 칼라.
Oof. If that's the line, that's a crazy line right there.
Shout 던져봐 세상 거쳐 sound Don't wanna die but so much pain Too much crime 속 묻어지는 칼라.
Sheesh.
I kind of threw away everything. I was like, I'm done. I can't do this. Like, if I lose my life now, I lose them. I couldn't do it.
Oh my god. This is gonna be a heavy video. Oh my god, I don't think I'm prepared for this. Ooh, okay. Damn. I'm so happy that she was able to beat this, and just think of life as something beautiful because in this world, we all deserve to be here. There's no reason for you to feel like you need to do anything to yourself. You matter to somebody, you matter to somebody, whether it's your kids, your mom, your dad, your better half. It doesn't matter. Somebody is here for you. And if you ever feel like this, please make sure you guys contact somebody or just talk to somebody about this stuff because oh my god, this is a deep topic because um anyways, but all right, let's just continue.
That song just means so much.
Damn.
I started listening to K-pop in like 2010, 2011, so it was like Super Junior, 21, that kind of era. And then I found BTS when they first debuted in 2013, and they looked so different. I was like, who is this?
I watched the Danger dance practice and I was immediately hooked because they were just amazing dancers. Like I'd never seen anything like that before.
I had a friend she was my roommate in college. We were driving around, and she had been obsessed. I think that night before, actually, she had fallen into a rabbit hole and like started learning all of their names, and it was over from there. And the next day, she played Blood, Sweat, and Tears in the car, and I was like, okay, you know, this is a nice song. And the next song that comes up was Fire. And all I hear is Suga's voice when he says, and I was like, wait, rewind that.
Actually, it was Ashley, my wife, who put, she just put, I believe it was DNA music video, and she put that up on like the screens like right before class, and I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. Once we started dating is where I started learning more about BTS, and so started like just thinking and like
Wow.
listening to all their stuff over time. Eventually,
cool.
my bias became Jungkook, and then pretty much it kind of just went downhill. Not downhill, but it kind of just went upwards from there.
My daughter.
And that's kind of what's going on with me personally and my wife. My niece told me about them. I gave them a shot. Now I'm obviously ARMY now, to the point where everything is looking scrumptious in the background, you know what I'm saying? And now my wife is into it. She's ARMY now. You know, we're ready to rock on and continue to, you know, just love them that much more and just be ready for what's upcoming for them, you know? So it's pretty cool. I like to see stories like that because it gives me that reminder that, you know, it's similar. It's pretty cool. I like that.
Had been a fan of BTS since 2015. She, being my daughter, got on my social media and followed all the BTS accounts. So I happened to be on my phone when the Dynamite comeback happened, and so I was like, okay, I'll watch this. And I loved it.
They did the Grand Central Station On performance, and they were outstanding.
I haven't seen that
The
one.
pandemic started 3 weeks later or something. So I thought, I want to see that video again, and I looked it up and then clicked on something else and clicked on something else, and then I watched their run episodes, which are pretty funny, and it just brought me a lot of happiness, you know.
And you know the beautiful thing about this, that I've said this plenty of times, is notice the age range. It's unlimited. This is unheard of. You know, when you go to, let's say, even a college class where they talk to you about demographics and the target audience that you should go after and who you should cater to and all of this stuff. If you notice, BTS is really the exception when it comes to that. It's literally all groups, ages, and in 2026 we're gonna be able to see that it's gonna be from a teenager to an adult, a full grown adult, I guess you could say. But it's really unlimited on who can love BTS, and that's what I love about it. You know what I'm saying? It really is something that changed the demographic of how to find a target audience. It's such an amazing thing to see.
BTS has helped me through all the hardships that I've faced since becoming an ARMY.
My home life is not great. It is not good. It's kind of like a back and forth, kind of toxic relationship.
Back in like April, mostly like very late March, and even it got the worst on my birthday in May 4th, in which I literally lost my physical ability to actually talk. Even
Oh my God.
even like I couldn't form sentences anymore. I could only speak with like maybe 1 or 2, 3 words without having a complete mental breakdown. I was ready to be hospitalized and have someone watch me. That's how bad it got.
I was in college and I didn't know what was wrong with me. And I had, I had a lot of health issues. I was having a lot of doctor's visits and no one could really tell me what was going on. Basically what happens is the spine produces fluid, like everyone's body produces fluid for the brain to, work and function. Mine either overproduces or just doesn't drain properly. It causes a lot of vertigo. It causes
my
a lot
God.
of like nausea and fatigue, and even looking at you now, like I'm seeing double.
Oh my
I
gosh. Golly, that is heartbreaking. Like I said, this was gonna be a heavy, heavy video because I'm the type of person that sympathizes with people a lot. And you know, I never been the type of person to be mean to somebody by the way they look, what sexuality they, are or anything like that. I respect people, poor people, to be honest. And to me, seeing stuff like this is really heartbreaking because I remember back in the days, even in high school, just knowing people. And I would really say hi to everybody. Like I was, yeah, I was always clean, fitted, I was popular, I guess you could say. But at the same time, I never looked down on anybody. And I would say, I would really say what's up to every single person that I knew, or if it was an acquaintance but I met you before, I would just dap you up real quick and just, you know what I'm saying? It was a cool thing. But just seeing stories like this, oh my God, man, it's really hard. It's really hard for me. I'm not gonna lie.
lost my, I called him my papa, my grandfather.
Oh man.
It was April of last year. Then my grandmother passed away from COVID in August. That was hard.
Damn, rest in peace. Rest in peace. You know what I say about stuff like this though is when a grandparent gets to get to a certain age, it's just a beautiful thing that they got to get to that age because a lot of people know people that pass away at a young age. It's like, and this might be a little vulnerable, but I just heard 2 days ago that one of my childhood friends passed away as well. And it's just kind of like, it kind of trips you out because it's like, bro, I grew up with this dude, and to know that he was literally my age and now he's here, you know, he had kids, and it's just a heartbreaking thing to see. But whenever you get to a certain age, it's such a beautiful thing that you got to experience life for what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, it, man, you see, this is what happens when I watch these kind of videos. God,
They were married for like 62 years.
wow, 62 years.
It's really hard.
Amazing, amazing,
Actually, might need a tissue for this. I'm sorry.
amazing. But the beauty that I see, I know it's hard for her and I'm sympathizing, but I'm just saying the beauty that I see, 62 years of marriage is a beautiful thing. So for the positiveness, we have to. We definitely have to applaud that because 62 years of being married is unheard of nowadays, and I'm gonna try to make that happen with myself, and I'm gonna make it happen. But it's just unheard of, and it's beautiful to see, to be honest.
Thank you. Sorry. I didn't even expect this was gonna happen. Hey, Lord. The song that actually I related most to them was actually Film Out. From all the memories stored in my heart, I gather up the ones of you, link them together, gazing at them projected across the room. I feel you with every burst of pain.
Damn, that was a deep one. I've never heard that song. As much as I've listened to BTS, I've never in my life have heard that song. I gotta listen to that song. Wow.
It just kind of, it reminded me of their relationship so much. And then also of like me and the family not being able to see him ever again. I actually showed that to my mom and my two aunts. They're all sisters. And they all cried because it was like, they understood. They know how much BTS means to me, and they watched it and read the lyrics and everything, and they were like, yeah, that is, yeah.
Wow.
meaningful. It was like pretty much encapsulates the grieving process, I guess. And that kind of actually helped me a lot. I don't
Yeah.
think I would have been able to get through all of that as well as I had without them, at least.
Wow.
So, I don't know.
Wow. Damn.
Life in the pandemic for everybody, I'm sure, has been so inconsistent, and nobody knows what's going to happen tomorrow, what's going to happen next week.
I was just having such a hard time handling my two youngest sons who were adopted and experienced trauma in their young life and it affected their brain development. Quarantine, the COVID thing really affected them. And it was just chaos from waking up in the morning until they went to bed.
I have one son, and I live alone, and so he got transferred during the pandemic. So I was alone for a year and a half with the pandemic, and it was difficult times sometimes.
When COVID happened, I didn't really realize how depressed I had become because I couldn't go anywhere, and I was used to long drives to Girl Scout events with my daughter in the car, or just going out with my husband for a movie or dinner or whatever. And it was just kind of the day-to-day, just being at home kind of got to me.
Damn.
It really kind of threw everybody into a loop because we were so uncertain about whether we were actually going to get concerts back, if any of this was ever going to happen. And when they put out B, it was like just a breath of fresh air in this world of us not knowing what was going to happen.
She played Blue and Gray for me when B came out, and I had no idea what the song was about. She played it in the car, and I was so moved by the depth of emotion I heard in the performance that I said, okay, I have to look this up.
Wow.
치열하게 살았는지 모르지 뒤를 돌아보니 여기 우두커니 선이 나를 집어삼켜 버리는 저 서스퍼는 여전히 더 파란스 물음표는 과연 불안한지 우리지 어쩌 정말 후회도 뭐인지 아니면 외로움이나 나일지 여전히 모르겠어 서스퍼는 blue 잠식되지 않기 바래 찾을 거야.
Oh
my daughter, I love her to death. She has struggled with depression and anxiety for a really, really long time. But again, with COVID, she became really withdrawn because school was all online. She didn't want to deal with people. And that included us, her family. So she would hide in her room a lot, and it was really hard anytime I tried to engage in a conversation with her. Of course, she was also a little bit younger then, and she was at that stage where everything I say is nonsense. But when we started talking about BTS, then it gave us a common ground, and we could open up conversations about other things. So the topics that BTS would sing about, we would talk about. So Blue and Gray, for example, talking about anxiety and depression, we were able to talk about her anxiety and depression as we started listening to the lyrics and breaking down the lyrics of their song.
Wow.
Mental health has always been like a really big issue.
Wow.
And
that's actually amazing. That's actually amazing if you think about it. The way that she was able to use a song to be able to communicate and then express how to fix something that was eating her baby away. Wow. That's beautiful. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Wow.
mental health has always been like a really big issue. and to know that they actually care and they speak to that in their music is really important.
Facts.
She, like I said, she struggles with depression, and so Butterfly was kind of the song that really made her feel like, hey, I can get through this. And so Butterfly is kind of the song that we will listen to when we're kind of sad.
Will you stay by my side? Will you promise me? If I touch you that you might fly away and you might be shattered. I think. So, when back maybe quite more than a few years ago, I was in my deepest, darkest with my depression, and I nearly was not here anymore.
Oh my God, man. Whoo. I think that this is a good testimony to continue to spread this message that BTS gives us, because if you notice, they could really change the life of a lot of people just with lyrics and songs, just the way that they are, just the message that they try to spread. Their message has to be one of the most important things that we could spread. And if it's able to save people, because in this video, we've already seen a few that wanted to do something to themselves, but thankfully, they're still here with us. Thankfully, everything is okay. And I hope that they're doing amazing, and now that it's 2026, hopefully they're going to be able to enjoy, the new things that are going to be coming from their favorite army, idols. My bad. I'm just yeah, all right. All right. This is deep. This is really deep.
And I know that at that point in time, a lot of people in my life were trying to reach me, but they were scared that I'd break. If they either tried too hard or they tried to hug me or whatever, that I would just fall apart and I would leave. So that kind of, so Butterfly in a way reminded me, it's like,
wow,
I'm scared that if I let go of you or if I come too close, that you will fly away and that you will drift to a place where I can't find you. The only time in that moment of panic for that month and a half where I barely spoke, the only time I actually had courage, confidence, and that lighter feeling was when I was listening to their music. Even if it was just 3 minutes, 4 minutes, if someone were to come and ask me a question when I was like feeling more leveled because I was listening to them, I could actually form like more than just 1 or 2 words or nod my head.
I watch a lot of reactors on YouTube, and they're always saying, the old intro was big hit entertainment, music for healing, and they're always like, yeah, that's so true.
Like, you don't have to understand them to feel the emotions in their songs.
Wow. Yep.
You can just listen to them and just know how they feel in each song. All the
Shout outs to her. Wow. That makes me happy. That makes me happy to see, because this is something that I've been saying for such a long time. And to get the confirmation that there's people out there like you guys, like the people we're reacting to, that feel this exact same way is such a beautiful thing to see, because music can speak to you in volumes and you don't even need to know the language. Let's be real here. And we've man, this is actually like a really really good documentary. Let me see. Let me give a big shout out to Orig Explorers, because they were the ones that put this documentary together, and that's where we're checking it out. Shout outs to them.
time.
I just love music and how you can speak through it, and
Mm-hmm.
just there's a lot of things that can transcend.
Yeah.
And whenever I found BTS, it really does do that. And I'm sure you guys, I mean, at the concert, if you really can see the crowd and like all the ethnicities and people and all these different ages and everything and languages, and I think that's awesome.
Yeah,
I just
it
think
is.
the message is universal, and music, of course. You don't have to understand opera to be moved by it. It's in another language, but you certainly feel the music, whether you know what they're saying or not. And I
Yeah.
think it's the same thing with BTS.
They have songs that address issues, mental health issues that are present at any time of life. It's not just for adolescents or young people in their 20s. It's stuff that resonates with people my age and older.
We've struggled, we've had pain, we've had a hard time getting through this.
Mm-hmm.
This makes people feel they're not alone, that, hey, I think I'm only having these feelings. That's not true. And then you see these, they're talented and attractive and wealthy, and you're like, oh, they can go through this and are having a hard time, and it happens to everybody.
Yeah. Definitely. Wow.
Life is different with BTS because, well, as I said, it's a neutral place for my daughter and I to kind of go, and it brings us together and brings us joy. It's a place where we can have joy together. Before, those moments were few and far between. Now we have joy together a lot. It's just a nice, I don't know how to describe it. It's just a nice way for us to put aside all the day-to-day strife and the difficulties of being a mom and a daughter and enjoy something together.
Because of the
Wow.
PCOS, because of the hypothyroid, because of stuff that's just going on in my body, I just was bedridden a lot. A lot of, days I was down, I would escape into BTS.
BTS was like the light that came into my life. Every day I had something to look forward to. They had years and years of material, and they just made me laugh. I belly laughed for the first time in years.
I grew up with them, is what I always say. I'm doing a lot better now, actually. I've grown definitely a lot since high school. That was like 6 years ago. But my mental health is a lot better than it used to be.
It's so much about, I guess, progression and seeing how they were at one point and then now seeing where they're at now and understanding that not like you can have the same trajectory, but you can have like progression and progress and things, understanding that like change will happen is like very okay to know. And it's very okay to like not only experience that, but to be open about it.
Yeah.
Their song Pied Piper. They pretty much tell you that you love us, but you need to get yourself together. And when I first heard that song, I had taken a break from my program for mental reasons. I didn't want to lose the progress I had, and I didn't know how to find that again, and then that song. And then they woke me up. And shortly after they woke up, I opened up my laptop to look at my classes.
Damn.
And now I literally, right before I came here on Friday, I just finished my clinicals on Thursday. So Hi. I was like, I'm gonna make you proud of me.
I'll always have something to escape to. I'll always have something to kind of remind me to push myself. And as far as just social activism as well, and just being kind and loving people. And
Oh my God.
I didn't really have much kindness before. And I think BTS has really helped me have compassion for other people and just, you know, understand that other people are going through things too. And
Oh my God. You guys, I never seen this. And every point that these people are saying, we've talked about on this channel. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little tripped out right now because a lot of the stuff that they're talking about, we've definitely talked about before. You know, we talked about the self growth, we talked about the self love, what you're trying to do in life, and how you should be nice to others just because that'll help out your day. These are different topics that we've talked about in these different videos, and we've talked about them because in every song that we listen to, one of those topics always comes up, and then that's when we express our experiences and what we do in order to make these things better and to kind of let you guys know, like, hey, you know, this is what we do and this is why we love this song. So if you're not doing that, do it, because we need to spread this mess. Oh my, let's get back into this. Oh my God, this is beautiful.
you kind of just want to be a light to their world in any kind of way.
I mean, I constantly see the impact they are making in Ashley's life. And for me, there's like there's a sense of like appreciation, knowing that like, even though they don't know it, that they are helping someone that they don't know.
I've come a long way in terms of being able to vocalize again since I had lost that. And thank you for giving me back my voice. Music, life, myself, things that no one else can give me. But your music found a way.
Amazing.
You know, I
Oof.
saw a picture of Jungkook on the beach. It's his picture on Instagram. And we were in California at the same time. And we have a picture of the same sunset. And I said, would I have gone up to Jungkook and what would I have said to him? Would I have fangirled, fan woman? Or would I have just let him be and let him relax and meditate or whatever he was doing? And my son goes, no, you would just go up and say thank you. And that's what I would do. Makes me emotional.
They always find a way to make me smile, right? In every single emotion that I can possibly have, they have given back to me. So I just want to give to them as much as possible in any way I can.
I can't explain in words how much I love them. Because I mean, they're my world. So I just want to thank them for everything they've given me. And I really wouldn't be here without them, honestly.
Wow, big shout outs to these guys for making this video happen, man. Wow. This is honestly such a beautiful thing to see. I was not expecting to see such a, you know, such a powerful video, even though I should have, because I asked for this. You know what I'm saying? I asked for testimonies and I asked for, you know, the reasoning why, you know, BTS is so important to a lot of you guys, and you guys were recommending me these videos. And I could see why you guys, you know, enjoy them in the comments. I could see it through the video now. And it's just a beautiful thing to see that there's artists out there that are able to provide these saving, you know, almost like a saving and healing word, in a sense, because of the way that they express themselves in the song, the way that they just write the lyrics to make it sound that much better. but not only make it sound that much better, but also make it so that it's powerful and meaningful to somebody in the world that can change their life to want to be a better human being, to love themselves, to love others, and just continue moving forward with their life and try to be better every single day. Whew. You know what? This one has to be one of the most sentimental, I would have to say, videos that I've ever seen, only because I feel for a lot of these people, because, it gives you that perspective that everybody's going through a battle, which is something that we should know. And if we don't know, just understand, even if it's like in a road rage, like we talked about on this channel before, if there's a road rage incident, you need to understand, maybe one day you're feeling a little bit eager. You let's say someone cuts you off. You don't know what that person is going through. You don't know if somebody passed away. You don't know if that person lost their job. You don't know what exactly that person is going through. So it's better just to love yourself, have a deep understanding, take a deep breath. If you got to say a prayer, but also always respect others, because at the same time, you never know what that person is capable of. You never know you really don't know what's out there in the world, and it's better to be safe than sorry. And that has a lot of meaning that we need to really take in consideration. This video was definitely something that I was not expecting it to be this emotional. I was not expecting it to be this heartwarming. And as you guys saw, the different ages, the same topics that we've talked about on this channel before were also mentioned in this video. I think we're in the right track, and I'm proud to say that since we've been reacting to BTS and we've been, just talking about what they do for us personally, but also what they're capable to do to others because of what they speak of, I feel that this is a good journey that we're in. And I feel like now that we're part of it, we're definitely gonna, take pride and, really watch what we do in terms of have an understanding of individuals, have an understanding of each other, have an understanding of just people in general in the world, whether it's in the comments, whether it's in real life, it doesn't matter. Like, just have that compassion for people. You don't never know, what they're going through. They could be angry, they could leave an angry comment. Don't mind it. It's okay. You never know what people are going through. So this one was definitely a deep one. We're gonna do part 2 pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. If you guys enjoyed this, please let me know in the comment section below what you guys thought about it. If you guys have a testimony, I would love to see it as well. I would love to read some of these, to be honest, in future videos maybe, or I don't know. I just want to do something that I'm able to continue to spread awareness when it comes to, who these guys are and what they do, because I don't know, I feel like a personal duty to be able to, if I'm able to do these kind of videos, and I'm able to speak, and I'm able to, transfer these messages into somebody out there in the world, why not do it? You know what I'm saying? So if you guys want that, please let me know. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one.